Welcome everybody to the KB Terrace Talk FPL Show. I am Merzgoff, your host for the night, and tonight I am joined by three fellow panelists. I am joined by GH. Hello.
Hello, how's it going? I'm alright.
Not too bad. We are also joined by Tom.
I'm really good. I think I'd rank having pets in my car at number 3. Yeah.
If people don't know what Tom is referencing there, it is a video GH did to do with who would be the best passengers to have in a car journey or something like that. It's just some kind of random TikTok filter. And then we are also joined by Brighton fan Dan. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. As I say, got in just in time, so here we are for this. Can't wait.
Yep. We've got many different things to talk about tonight. So if you got anything you want to ask myself or the fellow panelists about FPL, feel free to get those comments in and we'll try our best to answer them because, you know, someone like me, near the top of the table. Then you have someone like that, Tom, who's at the bottom of the table for January, and then the other two that are somewhere in between that. We are going to kick off talking about game week 22, and we're going to show the team of the week that was for game week 22. Some interesting players, as I will always say each and every week, because you always get those surprise people getting some decent points, and then kind of some usual kind of contenders in there. The main man who got the most points in game week 22 was Dorgu. Obviously, that was kind of a shock in some ways because I don't think many people were expecting Man United to get a win over Man City. So I guess none of us realistically owned any Man United players, or in particular Dorgu, in that particular game week.
Nope, I never have anyway had any Man United players.
Yeah, GH logic. That's just because I'm a Liverpool fan. I can't have Man United players in my FPL.
Well, that's probably like Dan.
But then Dan with the Crystal Palace. Yeah. So, but Dan likes to do many different things. That likes to probably potentially handicap his team a little bit. Like
I mean,
Haaland.
You say that Haaland hasn't actually done much recently, so for him, it hasn't really affected him.
Yeah. To be fair, Dan's probably reaping the rewards of not having someone like Haaland in his team and saving that like 15 million budget. And then obviously we have two Newcastle players in there, Malik Chow and Lewis Hall. Hall's kind of being like a decent player in recent weeks. I believe John, when he was on, was obviously recommending Hall as a potential candidate to get if you wanted a Newcastle player. We've got a Leeds player in there as well, Justin Sanchez from Chelsea. Verts is in there with 10 points. Somerville, Mario Fernandez, Jeremy, I think that is it Jeremy Pino or is it just Jeremy? And then Brobbery for Sunderland. So, you know, some players from the bottom half of the Premier League table getting decent, respectable points. Would any of you guys consider any of those sort of like bottom half table teams worth getting into your team?
Not
like
really.
West Ham, Leeds, Burnley, Nottingham Forest. There's a few different players.
What I will say is Leeds are not consistent enough. I had Goodmanson in my defence for quite a few number of weeks, and the amount of times he got me 2-1-0 was crazy. So yes, Justin's had a good week, but I wouldn't justify bringing a Leeds defender in. I don't think they're consistent enough.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I understand. Dan, Tom, do you want to weigh in with that?
I mean, I've had Calvert-Lewin for a while now, so I'm not going to hide away from that. It was before he started banging in goals. I just had him in my team anyway. And also I say recently, it was more when we played them at the Amex, and obviously Bowen got that goal to put them 1-0 up. So I've put Jared Bowen in my FPL as well. So I've got Bowen and Calvert-Lewin.
I think what I would say, Mers, last week was one of those unpredictable weeks, sadly. I know I didn't do very well on the points.
As per usual.
All right, George. I think you look at that team, you think, if anybody picked that, they're obviously like an amateur. So listen, look, none of those get into my championship winning team, as it were. So no, I'll not be recruiting any of those chaps, as it were.
Championship.
Yeah. We've got a comment in. Good evening. Sure, saw this show advertised on X. I've never been a fan of FPL this year, though. I've joined a few leagues and enjoy it. Any top tips for Haaland scoring the bare minimum? Well, technically speaking, I can't do any tips on money. Yeah, I can't do any tips on Haaland scoring the bare minimum. I mean, the bare minimum would be 2 points, right? But we want him to score more than that. But as for whether to keep Haaland or not, we will be talking about that a little bit later on. But welcome on into the stream. Anyway, Barmy, if you have any other questions, obviously, feel free to put them in and we will try to answer them as best as we can. We're going to then look at the January table then for our little mini league. And right there, as you can see, at the top of the table is myself. But then on the opposite end of the table, as you can see, is Tom. Tom, do you want to talk about this little thing right here with you being at the bottom of the table?
You're muted, Tom.
Yeah, you're muted. He doesn't want to say out loud.
Muted. Right, listen, right. You look at that, right? Oh, you're at the top of the table, Mers, with 43 points.
No. Right. You got to look to the right. I'm on the top of the table with 188 points.
Yes,
you're at the bottom.
Overall, but we're going about this week, yeah?
Right, yeah.
You scored 43 points. What was the average? 45?
40.
No, it was 38, wasn't it?
No, it was 40. I've just checked.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I got above the average.
Right. Okay. So it's a bit pathetic sort of comparison, really, isn't it? Because, I mean, look, I'm looking at that. So, in effect, you were 19 points above me this week. So 19 points separates first and 13th. Right.
Well, not really.
Yeah, we'll just ignore the other column. Yeah. We'll just
completely... let's not worry about the other column. Let's not worry about that. Right.
Yeah.
It was a slight blip, and it was a bad blip. I'm not gonna lie. Currently, I'm on the ropes, dodging punches. Do you know what I mean? But listen, 111 to 188, easy, no issue.
Easy. Do you want to wager? Do you want to put a bet on them?
That you do realise this weekend's fixtures are the last games, I'm pretty sure, for January. Oh no. Technically, we've got 2 more weeks. So actually, there's 2 weeks to try and overturn it. I feel a bit less safe now because I thought this weekend was it, and once it was over and done with, I'll be declared winner. But now I've got to fight for 2 more weeks. Maybe I'm not so secure at the top of the table as I originally thought I was. And
I mean, I'm looking at it. It's all a bit weak, isn't it? I mean, look, this weekend, and I think you'll probably come on to this one, Mers. Manchester City play Wolverhampton Wanderers.
They do indeed.
So, who's going to gamble? Who's going to triple captain somebody?
Really?
Not me.
Well,
What
was this about using triple captains during double game weeks? Are you backtracking on yourself right now?
No, I'm just playing mind games.
Use it on Haaland. Go on, I dare you.
He's playing mind games, he says.
It's not mind games. I know.
And then GH, you're 6th, and Brighton fan Dan, you're in 10th for the month. But as I say, 2 more weeks to go then. So you maybe can turn things around.
I mean, realistically, as you may or may not know, if you're watching, I need to get first. Otherwise, I'm losing a wager with Mers. So realistically, let's be real. I'm not going to get first. So I'm going to be donating to charity, which is a good thing in a way, because we all love charity. But at the end of the day, I would like to come first, but I don't see that happening.
Okay, a couple
That's
more.
What your wife said.
He doesn't even have a wife.
I wish I did.
So Barmy says he's 15 million. I reckon a toaster would do better. Potentially at the moment. Perhaps Tom is like the tortoise in the race. Yeah, he starts off slow and comes out.
No, he starts off slow and ends slow. He's not.
It doesn't help when he goes, it's all easy, it's child's play.
Yeah.
Oh, just bring in the best players. Oh, yeah, you bring in Haaland, who's supposedly the best player. What does he do? Fuck off your team.
And then we move over to the overall table. Where...
Yeah, we don't need to look at this one. This one's broken.
Yeah, this one's broken.
This one's broken.
How's Tom above me?
Oh, no,
you? I mean,
what a shame.
I mean, myself in second. Tom, I've got to say, in some ways, back in like October when I started doing these live shows, pretty sure you came in here and being like, "I'm going to give you a run for your money, Mers. I'll come top. I will easily win this." And I think since then you were near the top, but you've just been slowly dropping down that table. I think by the end of the season, you never know. You could end up bottom of this overall leaderboard as well.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, my friend.
All right. This old chestnut.
The old chestnut that is that saying, George. But I mean, listen, I look at below me. I've got, who's that below me? Chicken Tikka Mosala. Oh, great name, George. Behind me. Bulwell FC, great name, Phil. Whatever. And I'll tell you what, Dan, you've got the best name on here.
Mine's brilliant.
I'm a believer, as in the monkeys. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
Player, but we'll move.
Yes, I know he's a believer. I know Believer is a Brighton player. In fact, I believe he's in my team, as it were. And then you've got young Ben at the bottom there.
Yeah.
But listen. This weekend, my team is printing points.
Can we just keep this and come back?
I mean, if you've got Believer in your team, I don't think it's going to print points. Like, I don't think...
Hey.
No. It's similar to, like, Phil's whole argument with Elliot Anderson, Quality player in real life, but not necessarily a point scorer in FPL.
I believe he's on my bench.
He shouldn't even be on your bench. He shouldn't even be on your bench, to be honest.
Should not be on the floor.
Oh, and we do have John in chat. Sure, Tom, it's easy. Just chuck a lot of players together and make the best points win, etc., etc. Even and all, just popping in. Hello, John. Hope you're doing well. Also, Barmy, Haaland is crap. Sign up Ekatike.
Well, hey, someone believes in Ekatike.
Probably not too sure on that one, John, personally. But I think, talking of strikers, we can move over to our next subject. And I think you three need to tell me right now, like, what you think of Haaland right now, and at least in terms of FPL points. And if you want to talk about actually like how he's doing in real life right now, feel free, because obviously looking at things in the first 11 games, he scored 14 goals. Since then, he's only scored 6. But if you're looking at this screenshot right here, since game week 18, he's only scored 1 goal, and that was a penalty. So he's essentially blanked in 4 out of the last 5 game weeks.
As much as I think, look, he has been very poor recently. You can't shy away from the fact that, apart from maybe Liverpool, they're all easy fixtures coming up in the next 5. And I think, especially against Wolves, especially like against Fulham, and to be honest, even Newcastle, they couldn't even score against Wolves. So, I mean, it's a good chance that he'll score in all of them. So I'd say it's a bit early to write him off. A quality striker doesn't disappear forever. It's a small blip in form, and then they'll come back. If it's someone that's new to the league or somebody that's not so good, then fair enough. Maybe it's a temporary bit of form. But with Haaland, you know he's going to come back.
Yeah. Dan, do you want to weigh in? Because obviously you've not had him at all in your FPL this year.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I rarely have him, to be fair. Like, a few years ago, when I was in another FPL group, I would be so far behind. I'm like, fine, I'll pass, put Haaland in, triple captain. But this time, I'm definitely. I feel like he's run his race in terms of what he can do, and I get that everyone will be looking at. There's going to be the Wolves game. There's going to be other games, but if he doesn't score against Wolves, you've got to look at. Why are you still keeping him in your FPL? The whole point of a striker is to score goals. So why would you have a striker in your team that's not scoring goals? Makes no sense. So for me, if you want to keep Haaland in your team, keep him, and then you might get that game where you go, oh, I took him out and he scored a hat-trick. But you're looking at what he's done and the teams he's played, bar Brighton, he hasn't done anything. So is he going to carry on not doing anything? And then you're wasting that 15 million, whatever you said it was, you could use to bring in another striker.
15.1, yeah, crazy.
Well, that's it. Like 15 million. I mean, if you add a little bit onto it, you could have 2 good strikers. Like you could have at least ones that are probably scoring some guaranteed goals at the moment. So, like for instance, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and in fact, for 15, you could have Dominic Calvert-Lewin and also have Thiago, and probably have Pedro. A little cash. Spare left over in particular to maybe then go and splurge out a little bit on midfielders that go and score goals as well, because obviously a lot of the wingers count as midfielders rather than as attackers. So yeah, Dan's point of obviously like, why would you want to have a 15 million striker in a team when he's just not really scoring goals, and you got Thiago, Dominic Calvert-Lewin in some good goal-scoring form right now. Tom, what about you? What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to drop Haaland tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah.
Tomorrow when he's got the easiest game of the season.
I think he's talking after the deadline.
No, I'm dropping him before the deadline.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously, as I've spoken about in the past, it's all about games in Fantasy Premier League, isn't it? So I guarantee that, Mers, George, and Dan, right? You're all going to captain Haaland tomorrow, aren't you?
Well, he's not, because Dan hasn't got
Haaland.
Yeah, he doesn't have Haaland. So.
I can't captain someone I don't have.
Unless you get him, Dan boy. But I mean,
I'm not getting Haaland.
Dan, I think you're bluffing. But what I would say, right? I'm dropping him. It's all about games, and it's gambling, isn't it? Everybody captains Haaland. Dan, George, and Mers, right? They all captain Haaland, right? I will not captain Haaland. I'll go left field. You boys lose out, and then the gains come in. The gains.
Right. I mean...
Well, triple captain next game. Oh, wait, I can't. I don't have him.
Triple captain Haaland, yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, if you want to go a differential, or you could go Pedro instead. Because if you've seen Pedro's fixtures, and he's got a good run of fixtures, and Palace are in bad form, so you could always, if you want to be different, go him instead.
What?
Well, George, I think that's a great choice, George. So I'm probably going to captain tomorrow. I'm going to captain Saka.
Okay, interesting. Against Man United, that's probably going to play very defensively in a game that's probably only going to end up as a 1-0. But
no, it's going to be 3-1 to Arsenal. I told you last night, Maz.
I mean, there's a suggestion in the comments if I just do this one. John saying about Wissa potentially. I know, obviously,
that's
John
a bit
being
poor.
a Newcastle fan, but Wissa scored. I'm pretty sure scored a few goals in, say, like the last 3 or 4 games. So
If they've got Villa. I mean, that's not an easy game. They are home though.
And then he is saying maybe Dan doesn't believe in Haaland. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
That's a GH joke.
Thank you for the 199 super chat as well, John. Thank you very much for the support to the KB Terrace Talk channel. Tammy, I'm presuming that's Tammy Abraham going to Villa.
Yeah. It is, yes. He joined today. Yeah, I saw it.
Yes. I don't know whether he'll be getting much game time though because of Ollie Watkins, but
he's
who knows?
Probably the replacement for Marlon, to be honest.
Well, that's a bit of a weird one, GH, because Marlon's a winger and Tammy definitely isn't. But,
but Marlon plays a lot up front, or he has done.
GH converts him in FC, so he has a
GH logic here.
No, I've seen the lineups, and he's played a lot of games up front alongside Watkins.
And then he's saying, is he mind games, Tom? I see you.
No, Haaland probably couldn't get a game for Rotherham United currently. So,
probably couldn't.
I'm dropping it.
Them, yeah.
I'm dropping him. I'm going to bring in some surprise players, and like I say, it's all about the game. It's all about the game.
Right. I don't know if this is a bluff within a bluff within a bluff within a bluff kind of situation.
This is
Inception.
This is Tom not knowing what he's doing, and he's just like trying to tell us he knows what he's doing.
Georgie boy. Listen, what I don't know about football, you couldn't write on the back of a stamp. I can assure you. So Haaland is gone. He's in the bin, and there'll be few surprises up my sleeve this weekend. Put it that way.
All right.
I'll be looking out for that.
I'll have to wait and see what the team looks like after the deadline tomorrow, and I go into the FPL Live app, and I'll be expecting to see no Haaland now. You've said this. I don't want bluffs within bluffs. No inception crap right here.
Is the thing still spinning?
Tom, I'd take 30 Haalands right now at Rotherham. I mean, hey.
30?
Oh, and he's back in, Tom, for February Manager of the Month as well.
Oh, don't you dare.
John knows the script.
John doesn't.
Or am I?
Well in, John.
Yeah, go on, John. And Bushy's in chat as well. Yes lads. Hello, Bushy, the king of the jungle. Then, in regards to potential candidates for teams to target, obviously, a couple of teams that I want to note from here: Chelsea and Man United. So Chelsea right now have got this nice little run of games. So they've got a kind of out of form Crystal Palace away, then West Ham, Wolves, Leeds, and Burnley, and then Man United after the Arsenal game got Fulham, Spurs, West Ham, Everton, and Crystal Palace. So those two teams look like they might be worth picking up players from. Obviously, 3 players from Chelsea is probably my recommendation right now, and then after the Arsenal game, get some Man United players into your teams. Obviously GH doesn't like Man United, so
I mean, I'm staying away from Man United, but I've already capitalised on Chelsea. I already had Chalobah in defence, so I went and got Pedro last week, who scored, which was good, and then I've also got Neto as well, so that's solid there. And obviously, unless you're me, it probably is a good idea to have some Man United players in your team, because beating Man City isn't the easiest thing to do, and they managed to beat Man City. So, I mean, deserve some credit. They do look quite a good team at the minute, so it's probably a good idea to capitalise on that.
Yeah. Will you be getting free Chelsea players, Tom and Dan?
Go on, Dan.
No.
No?
No.
Will you get any Chelsea players?
No.
Okay.
I think I started off as a Brighton passing present where you like Pereira, Caicedo, that sort of team. Now I feel like I've had Pedro Neto and I got him out. But yeah, I don't think I'm having Chelsea players. No.
Fair enough.
Okay. Tom?
Yeah, I've been looking at João Pedro actually. I think he can probably do a bit of damage. So yeah, I'm probably going to captain Pedro tomorrow. And then I actually think with Rossegnar, I think Delap's going to get a bit of a run. So I'll probably bring Delap in as well, to be honest with you. So,
no, Delap's poor. You don't want him.
He's very good at maths, though. Did you see that thing the other day? He's really good at maths.
Yeah. He's good at maths.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be good at maths to be good at football.
I don't know. It's a mathematical game, isn't it? So what I would say is maybe Delap coming in. So and Pedro, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably try and maybe broaden the horizon, maybe go for like one Chelsea defender, one Chelsea midfielder. And to be fair, I have brought in Enzo. I've dropped Gakpo, brought in Enzo for myself. So I've got at least one Chelsea player. I probably maybe might target another one. Yeah?
Mez, why have you dropped Gakpo just out of interest?
Liverpool are crap and Draw FC. They're not really
we're crap, but we had a player in the team of the week this week. Oh yeah, so crap.
Oh yeah, it was only Verts, Mr. Flop right there.
Mr. Flop. No.
What team did Liverpool play?
No comment.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he doesn't want to say anything.
Easy game.
Yeah. We'll catch up with chat. Man United, I'm definitely considering that. Player I mentioned, Mers, forget his name now. Ugarte is who he's talking about. Haaland for the chop, or even Tesco. Man United players low. I mean, Bushy, let me just go back to this. Man United had 2 players in team of the week. So you might be laughing at Man United players, but Man United definitely probably worth considering in FPL teams. Chelsea, Brighton B team in it, lol.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much. Bruno needs to be in next week. Yep. We'll be touching that with the transfers in. And then Gakpo can't beat PSV. Oh, burn.
Wow.
And yeah, talking about the transfers in, there you go. Right at the top there. The Bruno Fernandes that over 500,000 people have brought in ahead of the Arsenal Man United game, which is potentially a little bit of a bold move, I think. But then again, Man United off the back of beating Man City might be feeling confident. So you never know. A surprise might happen 2 weeks in a row for Man United. Do you think Bruno Fernandes and Mbuemo, those two right there, leading obviously the top for the transfers in, are going to score decent points against Arsenal?
Considering Arsenal are so good defensively, I think it's going to, as much as I predicted 3-1, looking back at my prediction, I think that's probably a bit outlandish. I think, like you've said, it's going to be a close game, a low-scoring game. And I think, especially this week, it's a bit of an odd one why they're the 2 most transferred in. I think maybe wait and see how they get on this week. And okay, if they do well, then it's a no-brainer to bring them in. But if they have a poor week, then it might be worth considering, are they actually worth bringing in my opinion.
Okay. Dan, Dan?
I was actually just going to say that Man United are a completely different team. Now, obviously, AFCON's now done, but obviously, I've been up to Old Trafford and seen them twice now, once in the FA Cup, once in the league. The one player that they were missing in that FA Cup, if he was there, Mbeumo, they would have probably knocked us out easily. So for me, even before Man United, I was the Man United Man City game. Sorry, I was considering when Mbeumo's back, he's coming back in my team. So yeah, I feel like he's a really, really dangerous player, especially on the counter attack. His speed is incredible, and if he's not scoring, he's still up there trying to contribute to assists. So, but yeah, I've bought in Mbeumo.
Tom, do you want to weigh in with anything?
Yeah, I mean, I would sack off having Fernandes and Mbeumo personally, as well as Thiago. I've got Semenyo in my team. Dogu, nah. Enzo, rubbish. Chalobah, rubbish. Rice,
rubbish. He's literally the. Oh my god!
I didn't realise he was going down the whole list. I thought we was just doing the top two. But
yeah,
okay.
Chalobah's literally got a star next to him, which indicates he's one of the best defenders in the game. And you said he's rubbish.
Did you just say Rice is one of the best defenders? I mean, come on,
GH. No, I said no, Chalobah. I meant Chalobah.
I swear, yeah,
you meant Chalobah, but you did say Rice.
Did I? Oh,
well, yeah.
Declan Rice, hit and miss. You know, whatever. Wow. Gabriel, whatever. Verts is getting somewhere. I'll be looking. I mean, I'm thinking about. Obviously, I'm dropping Haaland. You know, what have you? I'm thinking about getting. And Dan, you might be able to answer this. I'm thinking about getting your namesake, Danny Welbeck.
Oh God!
Here we go.
Oh God! Do the joke. Oh my God!
What's the joke then?
Is he playing with you this weekend, Dan?
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah. Do you know that his dad was a bomb disposal expert?
Oh, was he? Oh no, you haven't told me this before.
Do you know what it was called?
Bomb. I don't know. What is it?
Stan Welbeck.
Oh.
But I mean, seriously. I am actually thinking about getting Danny Welbeck in. It's all about games, isn't it?
Say goodbye to your points if you bring him in.
Basically, what Tom has done is just shown why he's bottom of the table for this month. Going, all these players are not worth having. They're all crap, you know, all worthless and everything. Yeah, well, we can understand. I think you might be GH in disguise or something, Tom.
No, I mean, I'm looking through them. And I'm like, obviously, the majority of the country supports Manchester United, don't they? Hence why.
Well, no, they don't.
Well, they do. So Bruno Fernandes and then Mbeumo are top of the transfers in. Thiago, yeah, happy days, whatever. Semenyo, yes, I've got him in my team. I think he's a decent little player. Great. Dogu, once again, Manchester United fans getting excited. Whatever. Enzo, I mean, come on. Chalobah, Rice, I like him. I think he's a great player. And he can come up with a couple of goals. He's a midfielder. Happy days. Gabriel, part of the best defence of the season. And then I'm looking at Verts. He creates a bit, does a little bit. And then once again, it's just hype off the fans. I bet Verts is in your team, isn't he, George?
He's not, no, because I'm not deluded.
Oof.
Okay.
I don't know too sure about that one, but yeah. Catching up with chat a little bit more. John says he didn't do the predictions. Man United win that game against City. They were a new team. 2-1 Man United. Sorry, Maz. Well said, Dan. They are like the shackles have been released against City. And to be fair, with Man United, a thing to consider as well, what could effectively make them good as consideration for FPL. Because they're pretty much knocked out of everything, they don't have midweek fixtures and stuff like that. They can rest their players as well. So they can focus on the league, which means they can make sure that they can always pretty much, with obviously injuries not factored in here, they can try and play their best 11 without needing to rotate, which can pretty much factoring quite well. Is this based on City? They are from Tom.
This is based on this effectively.
Yeah. If he blanks this week, Haaland is gone. Hello, Phil, by the way. Imagine what you can buy with him. Yeah, we've covered that in particular, obviously, mentioned by Dan. Flipping heck, Tom. Are you wanting points or not? Question mark.
Listen,
to be honest,
not replaced with Gokares. Oh God, now GH can talk about Gokares.
What I was going to say before was I was going to say Rotherham United are probably going to pick up more points this week than Tom's going to get on FPL this week. Gyökeres is absolutely wank. He's literally been fleeced by Arsenal. Been fleeced by Sporting. Their new striker, Sporting, Luis Suarez, not the ex-Liverpool guy, the Colombian, has gone and got 22 goals and 6 assists or something so far.
But that probably just says everything about the Portuguese league. GH.
So it just proves that Arsenal are shit with Gyökeres and don't know how to use him properly.
All right.
No. I'll disagree with that, George, because end of the day, Arsenal are top of the league quite comfortably.
And not from him, not by him.
Yes,
not really.
However, he has chipped in here and there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I remember Gyökeres playing against Rotherham, right? When he played at Coventry, right? And he was lethal. Yes, they didn't beat us. However, he was a very good player. And I'll tell you what, he's doing his job. At the end of the day, at the end of the season, it's looking
doing his job. What, scoring goals?
Well, for Coventry it was. I mean, end of the season, he's probably going to have a Premier League medal around his neck, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? And you're making TikToks about having dogs and cats in your car. So, I mean...
Yes, Tom.
Do you know what I mean, George?
Then John saying Christmas cracker jokes from 2026 from Tom. Don't give up your day job in referencing about talking about that transfers in and slating nearly every single one of those players.
Says Phil, who's below me in the table. So,
That is a point, Phil.
Still dining out on those 100 points you got 4 months ago.
I think it's all mind games with Tom. He is of military mind. Hashtag turbo logic. That GH is the best thing you have said in 2026. I mean, the year is still early. You never know. You might come up with some nice little belters throughout the year. Coventry, oh God, he was fantastic. Sure, he got some 10% clause back to Brighton, by the way. Not below you in real life, though, kid. Oh,
wow! I can't. I'm not getting into this. Oh, no. I can't.
We're then going to look at the transfers out. So these are the top 11 transfers out, and right there, as you can see, Man City is dominating this list with 6 out of the 11 players coming from Man City. Foden, Guehi, which is quite interesting. Cherky, O'Reilly, Mateus Nunes, and Semenyo, all in that list. I'm a bit of a shocked with the Guehi because personally, he's now obviously set at Man City. He's probably going to play this weekend, I would imagine, and probably going to help improve that defense quite massively, I would imagine.
Yeah,
it's like you've said before. People are reactionary. They've lost in the week to Bodo Glimt from Norway. They lost to Man United. People do not like losses in FPL. They think, oh, right, Foden hasn't contributed in how many weeks? Cherky hasn't done anything. Nunes has got a knock. Whatever it is, get rid of them. And it's just ridiculous. FPL, as Thomas said before, is about the long haul. You don't just buy somebody for 1 week. You buy them for multiple weeks. So you want to have, like Mercer said, you want Guehi in your team because he's a good defender and he's going to help City improve. So why the hell are you transferring him out? It's ludicrous to me.
I think it's quite interesting there, George, Mers and Dan, that Semenyo, was he not like the top 4 transferred in, and is at the bottom of this list going out?
Yeah. I think again it's kind of a reactionary thing. They've probably, I think a lot of the transfers in are probably people seeing the fact that he scored 2 goals in his first 2 games. That was in the cup and was it? It wasn't Europe. Was it? Oh, Prem?
It was in the Prem, against someone.
And then all of a sudden, they're looking up Man City as well, struggling a little bit in front of goal and probably going, oh, actually, maybe we don't want Man City attackers. So you've got probably 2 different spectrums of the FPL player base looking at different things. And that's why you've probably seen them in both lists.
I mean, obviously everyone's on the spectrum. I mean, listen, right? I've got Guehi. Obviously, I had him at Crystal Palace. You know what? Because I'm not thick, I didn't sell him. So I popped him on my bench last week, knowing what's going to happen. So I've still got Guehi, I've still got Saka, I've still got Rodgers, I've still got Semenyo. I mean, look, I'm glad that all these people are transferring these people out because they're obviously a bit simple. So I mean, listen, this weekend I am printing points of prizes, and the prizes are coming to Tom.
This is going to be so brilliant when we come back to next week's show and you haven't got all the points.
Tom's just creating all the quotes that we can come back to. Basically, is what's happening here.
Well, make sure you come back to the quotes when I'm right. Say next week. Say
when
you know what,
you
Tom
mean
said
if
he was right.
You mean if, not when.
Where was you when Tom said this?
When Tom
exactly.
What's going to be more embarrassing, your talk tonight or the prediction from Cole that City are going to win 7-1?
That was against Man United. Yeah, Cole said that Man City would beat Man United 7-1, and obviously
I said United would win. It's not an issue. It's ball knowledge, isn't it?
Well, just try and incorporate that into FPL then.
Which I am.
Knowing you, Tom, you tried to transfer in some Rotherham players into your team.
Yeah, he's trying to get
Jordan Hugo.
Well, do you know what? There's a couple of players that could do a job.
And
can we also come back to your I'm going to captain Saka there, and the fact that Saka is 3rd on that list. So
yeah, I've been looking into the algorithms and been crunching some numbers, and I believe that Saka probably will do the job this weekend. Yeah, so I think you'd be daft not to captain him if I was you. So.
Okay. Is that algorithm ChatGPT by any chance?
No. It's all up there, Mers. It's all up there.
He just stores the stat. When a stat gets read out on the commentary or something, or when it's like on BBC, it just goes in his brain and it's always stuck in there. Is it? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I've got a photographic memory, as it were. So
Oh right.
Yeah. So
I know chestnut.
I know the scripts.
Okay. John's saying more like down in the tenants, Tom. Yeah, it probably is. How many have you had? I haven't actually seen you having any swigs of tenants whilst on this live. Normally, when you're on these live streams, you've got a beverage down in those tenants.
No, listen, guys. Last couple of days, I've decided to go completely teetotal. So I'm a sober guy now.
Dry January, but you're just a bit late.
Dry January, just a bit late, and I'll drink to that.
Go on, lad. And then when he sees you swigging that, he's going to turn around and be like, "Oh, never mind." So obviously, let's get rid of that. Let's go through our plans for game week 23 and any transfers that you've done. So Tom, that sounds like he hasn't actually done his transfers yet, but he's saying that he's going to get rid of Haaland, supposedly. I think it's a bluff, personally. I think he's going to triple captain Haaland and hope for the best.
No. In fact, I've had it on a good source that Haaland's not even playing tomorrow. So
What sauce? Ketchup, mayonnaise?
No. Listen. My mate is a friend of Paolo One Chop, right?
Oh, here we go.
Have you heard of Paolo One Chop?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. He reckons that he's on the bench tomorrow, so we'll see.
Okay. We'll see. We'll definitely see on that front. If that is the case, then God help us, the people that captured fucking Haaland against Wolves.
I'm sure you've said that before, though.
Yeah, please. I am captaining Haaland.
Oh, yeah, you said that before. He came in and said before that Haaland was on the bench.
I hope you haven't captained Haaland. He's got
and he ended up scoring or something that week.
Yeah.
Dan's is it that way? Dan's playing the biggest. Dan's playing the biggest bluff. He's got Haaland and he's triple captaining him. So,
Maz, have you got access to my team on this, or?
I could try and grab it up, but not for the game week 23. But I know that if Dan hasn't used him for the first 22 weeks, I don't think Dan's going to suddenly change his mind.
It's the long game, though, Merz, isn't it? It's the long game.
It's the long game.
Well, Dan wouldn't do that, but Dan does it, and then
the team's in the WhatsApp group.
So it is a bit bold to say that he might use Haaland when he's not had him so far, especially that price range. Like as we've mentioned, Dan's trying to capitalise on not spending 15.1 million.
Or am I just waiting?
Exactly, George.
Waiting till he's life at 7, then he's in. You know.
I know Dan well enough. He wouldn't have Haaland in his team.
Dan, would you have like cats and dogs in your car at number 3?
What are we talking, a cute Chihuahua or a big Rottweiler?
I don't know.
Nothing wrong with some pets in your car.
Why did you put the bloke in the toilet seat at number 9?
Oh, I don't know what this is. I'll just put that there.
It's blind ranking. You don't pick the order they come out.
Why was he number 9, not 10?
Because I was expecting there to be worse things, which there was.
All right, fair enough. Anyway,
segue in ways, and like GH likes ranking stadiums without even visiting the stadium. So
it did quite well for views actually. So I wouldn't knock it till you've tried it.
I thought it was hilarious. I really did. I thought it was brilliant.
Dan, have you made any transfers for game week 23? Who have you taken out? Who you brought in?
Yeah, I actually have. I have got to the last point of putting faith in Phil Foden. So I decided I've had enough of him, and I've transferred in Mbeumo.
Yeah, okay.
Foden out, Mbeumo in.
Kinder Mbeumo.
Against Wolves versus against Arsenal. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will definitely be interesting. I don't think this week you'll be getting many points, but
I haven't been getting many points anyway. So
I think long run, that is probably a good choice to have Mbeumo in any way.
I mean, I was considering Foden out, but I think you can't not get rid of Foden when they've got Wolves.
Watch him get you 1 point and come back to me.
If he gets me 1 point, then yes, I'll probably consider getting rid of him. The thing is, Mateus...
It's Wolverhampton Wanderers. Why'd you capture him out, Dan? He was playing against Wolves. He should have got higher score than that, shouldn't he?
Realistically, Wolves have been quite good. Wolves have been quite good recently, so who knows what they'll do? But
yeah, GH, sorry, wasn't it you last night that went, oh, but Wolves are staying up. They're going to get so many points from their next game.
So here's the thing: I've predicted Wolves to get a draw against City, but realistically, let's be real. We all know Haaland is probably going to score, and hopefully either Foden will score or assist as well. So
clutching at straws here now, mate.
I mean, it's Man City. They don't lose against Wolves. They literally they shouldn't. Let's be real. Unless you're somebody that's trying to find the differential by getting rid of them or something,
it's follow the dictionary.
It's a no-brainer to keep them in your team because of who they are, because of what they normally do. And realistically, they're expected to score. They're expected to do well. So I'm just holding on, just hoping. And if my hope doesn't go, then well, I'm sad, and then I'll be transferring them out.
So with myself, obviously, I've said that I've taken out Gakpo and brought in Enzo. I'm probably gonna bring in somebody else, but it's just a question of who. I'm thinking Nessie maybe, because I've had him pretty much in my team.
Yeah, you don't want to Bournemouth defender.
Day one. And probably going to bring in Chalobah or a Chelsea.
Yeah, Chalobah's good. I've got Chalobah. He's picked up a lot of points for me. The one that I was considering, like Nunes out, because who knows what injury he's got, but
yeah, what Mateus Nunes? I mean,
yeah.
He's flagged as yellow, so it's a chance of him to play apparently.
Yeah, the thing is, at the minute he's on my bench. I don't know whether to start 2 Arsenal defenders over him. It's interesting.
I mean, I don't know. To maybe this week is probably not the type of week to maybe risk playing 2 Arsenal defenders. I know I feel fairly confident in saying I think it's going to be a 1-0 type of game with Arsenal getting the win.
But at the same time, it's whether Nunes will play and Wolves will get a clean sheet. City will get a clean sheet, because realistically they should do, shouldn't they?
With Guehi coming in, I could imagine them getting a clean sheet. I would imagine everybody might be in agreement with that.
But then now they've got Guehi coming in, is it going to be a case of, oh, okay, we'll push Ake to the fullback position if he wasn't playing there already, and then we'll just drop Nunes to the bench or something, give him a bit more time to recover when we've got another defender that's available to play.
Yeah. The question is, who could Man City play at right back other than Rico Lewis?
Oh God, Rico Lewis is horrendous.
Yeah.
Obviously, they could probably put. Wait, who have they got? Let me have a look.
They have Rico Lewis, Mateus Nunes. I know likes of John Stones has played there.
So Ruben Diaz is injured. Gvardio's injured. Kushinov maybe. Oh, Ain't Nori's back.
Yeah, Kushinov can play.
Kushinov and Ain't Nori's fit again, so Ain't Nori will go back to left back. Max Eleni will go to the bench probably. So yeah, O'Reilly's back and fit, so he could play. So there's a good chance.
Back and fit. O'Reilly was not unfit. He was rotated out of the team.
Well, whatever.
God rotation.
Well, whatever. There's a good chance that it will be Nunes that misses out just because he's got a slight knock or whatever it is. And they've got plenty of other good defenders to play instead. And I think that's the only risk I've got or worry I've got in Nunes.
Okay. Do you guys feel quite confident with your teams? Like, I've never done this before. I want you guys to try and predict how many points you think you're going to get in game week 23. So just have a quick look at your team. Try and maybe do a rough, going, that you might get this amount of points.
8.
And I'll catch up with chat whilst you're doing that because, actually, I'll start up here. We've got, obviously, Lee saying Tom's a legend. Tom going to read the Rotherham advertising and take notes for FPL. Tom, you can see Dan's team, right? Mers, when are you gonna go to a football stadium? Yeah, but I might have not been to a football stadium, but I don't rank football stadiums without visiting them. Are you okay, Dan? Hello. Then Dan in chat. Evening, boys. Just joining now. Debating the risk of triple captaining Haaland. Wow. Without a double game week. Interesting. John thinks you shouldn't.
It's only Wolves.
Yeah, he has to come good this weekend, surely. Early doors to use a chip, though. And also, Dan's probably thinking about Manager of the Month because, obviously, he is lacking a bit behind in the table. Right, go on then. What's your predictions for how many points you're going to get this week?
I think I'm gonna get about 50 points this week.
50 on the spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan,
I would love to get a lot of points, but I'm gonna say 23 to 25.
Nice and optimistic there.
He's optimistic with his team. Go on then, Tom. Let's see how ambitious you are
100
with your
points.
team. How many points do you think your team's going to get?
I've been looking at my amendments and seeing who's playing who, and I've been crunching the numbers and all that sort of stuff. I reckon I'm in 97 points.
You mean minus 97?
That is truly ambitious right there. Looking at my team, so looking at potential like matchups as well. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I reckon I probably can get in that 50 to 60 region. I'm gonna say 57 points for my team this week. I feel confident. I feel like Haaland will come good and get some respectable amount of points as a captain this week. Don't think he's going to maybe score a brace or something like that, but maybe a single goal. So that would give him as a captain, I think it would be about 16 points maybe or something.
But Mers, Paolo One Chop is saying that he's a doubt for this weekend.
He's going to play. He's going to play, right? Don't doubt it. He's going to play. All right.
Yeah. I just say why I went so low.
Why?
I mean, I'm confident in my team, but the issue I've got is a lot of the players in my team are playing each other. So not everyone can have a good game.
Exactly.
So I've got Timber in defence, but then you've got Mbeumo in the midfield. So either there's a clean sheet or Mbeumo is going to get a goal.
Yeah.
So someone's going to get minus points there. I have that. Well, I've dropped into the bench, but I also have Van Hecke. But at the back, I've got Pure and Cash. Obviously, Newcastle play Villa, so both of them can't get a clean sheet unless it ends 0-0. So that's why I said what I said, because realistically, I might get 40 plus, but then a lot of players will get minuses for not keeping clean sheets.
You do realise that both those defenders you mentioned who play each other, they could both score a goal. And then
really, George?
I'm just saying, realistically, you've got the two players from opposite teams that are playing each other. If they weren't playing each other, I'd say more points. But something's got to give at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, Ash might get an assist, or might get a goal.
That is very true. That's why I always try to avoid having players that are coming up against each other, because it obviously is a tricky one. Because, like as Dan says, you have a midfielder and a defender. You're either saying the defender's going to score the points by having a clean sheet, or the midfielder's going to score the points by scoring the goals, or something like that. You can't have the midfielder scoring against the defender and the defender somehow keeping a clean sheet, unless it's via substitution. Because, like, if you're looking at Gabriel a couple of weeks ago or something like that, like when he scored the 15 points when he came back from injury, he got subbed off. So he got to keep the clean sheet, even though Arsenal then went on to concede. But those are a rarity sort of situations.
If you come off around the 60th minute and then your team concedes, that's when it works.
Yeah. Catching up with chat though before we go, he has to come good this weekend. Early doors to use chip. I need a good weekend. Got to keep Mers from catching me. Well, that's in the overall table, but I'm top of the monthly table though, Dan. Wait, is the double game week? No, it's just that, like, ideally you want to use triple captain probably for a double game week, but
that's if there is a double game week, because there's no guarantee there will be one. There should be, but you know.
Then John's predictions. G8 is going to get 45 points. Dan's going to get 47. Tom's going to get 53. Maz is going to get 55, and he thinks he's going to get 49 himself.
I'm going to get more than 40, whatever.
Oh, Dan thinks 45 is being generous to GH. Oof.
What the heck? That's horrible.
GH
won't
has
say
been
it.
picking up points. He is pointing out the fact that you are like kind of mid-table, chasing that John
Chasing you
Howard.
down. Am I not ahead of you in the monthly?
In the monthly, maybe, but like he's talking in the overall, I think. Banking on Arsenal keeping a clean sheet might be a tough week, but no point rebuilding for the sake of one game. You won't catch your matey fall off, broken clock, being right twice a day, and all that.
That's a
Right.
cold fucking quote, isn't it?
Yeah. Think GH May had a few bad game weeks recently, and then been a couple of low weeks for myself.
A few bad. What? No.
Yeah. Only good thing is when Haaland does have bad, you don't lose any ground as
And that
everyone
is my
has him.
point, Mers. That is my
Minus
point.
the everyone bit, because
That's what.
I don't.
That's why I've dropped Haaland, because obviously you, Mers, you, George, you, Dan, have all got Haaland in your team.
Where is this fucking logic coming from, Tom?
Hoping to sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away. Listen, I've got Welbeck and
Stan Welbeck.
and Stan and Watkins. When you boys triple captain or captain the Norwegian fraud this weekend, right?
What?
Be losing points, and I'll be
The Norwegian fraud is Strand Larsen, not Haaland.
Larson. He's in my team.
That's why you're also doing bad then.
Tom,
No,
You
no,
need the
no,
Mane. You need the Mane. in your
Calvert
team.
Yeah.
Lewin, Thiago, Jared Bowen. Not one of them are called fucking Haaland.
Get Mane in your team. Yeah. that's a
Tell
good
you
shout.
what, Dan, I think it's that way I have to point.
Yeah.
Dan is on the wind up. He's got Haaland in his team.
He does not.
Dan's gone. Dan!
Dan's-
Dan! Dan!
Dan.
Alan Partridge. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
All right. That is going to be it for tonight's show. But before we end,
no.
we're going to go through everything that you can find on the KB Terrace Talk channel. So there is now, obviously, numerous different Miller Monday shows. So not just on the Monday now. So you have the Monday Night Miller show. You have midweek Millers on a Thursday. You have
Great show
also
last
some after game reactions. There was one on Saturday, so you'll find different Miller shows during the week. You also then on the Thursday have the Premier League predictions show where we talk a bit about the previous week's games and then go through our predictions for the upcoming fixtures. Then on Friday, as you can see, lovely here, we have the FPL show. And then on Sundays, we have the Sunday service that goes through all 4 of the top leagues in England from the Premier League down to League 2. You find Tom basically on pretty much all of those shows. He likes
Sorry, guys.
appearing on everything that is KB Terrace Talk. And then you'll find us on like FPL and Premier League based shows and maybe a bit of Sunday service. But that is it for this show. Thank you, GH. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dan, for being on.
Cheers,
the
man.
No worries.
Well done, Dan. Well done, George.
Opinions.
Well done, Chris.
Well done, Tom.
Have it.
And
Yeah.
we'll see you all in another show soon. Bye-bye.